the borough of Brooklyn. It's time for the NBA. Live on. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
And the Clippers starting five. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's George in at the 2. And for the Nets, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Durant. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Jordan in at center. Greg, in terms of personnel, not exactly the matchups we were expecting to see tonight.
You know, Kev, with all the injuries and some guys now having to step into unfamiliar roles, in some ways that makes tonight all the more intriguing to see which guys are going to step up and deliver.
4 on the clock. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Harden against Jackson. Outside, George. Back to Jackson. Lets it go with the 3. The shot's good on the assist by George.
You know, a little inconsistent from deep when he first entered the league. Jackson now an emerging three-point threat.
Harden outside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now, here's Zubac. Leonard inside. Harris is there. And the wide open shot from Morris. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
Jordan, high post. Outside, KD. And it's off from three-point range. Jackson finds Morris. Jackson with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Here's Morris, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And the basket by Harden.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Here's Jackson. James Harden picking up that last basket. There's the pass to Leonard. Two points. That one goes.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Irving kicks to Durant. It's stolen by Morris. On the wing, Jackson lets the 3 fly. Jordan with the rebound. Nets trail by 3. From downtown, the putback, and KD is right there.
Big effort there by Durant, a factor on the offensive boards when that's his focus.
Outside, George. 1:41 left here in the first quarter. Zubac finds Morris. Shot clock at 6. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And he makes that one.
Right there, that is poise of Kawhi Leonard, just taking what the defense gives him.
Harden scanning the floor. Pass to KD. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 3. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
And Durant gets it to go.
I mean, running the court with the speed of a guard. Hard to keep up with Durant once he gets out in the open floor.
There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter. Passes to Leonard.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Irving kicks to Harden. Leonard with the steal. Morris right side. Good work defensively by KD. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Harris, no good. And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
It's amazing everything Leonard gives you, including the eyes to find the open man.
And Harden launches it from deep. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers lead by 3. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers. Guys?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Brooklyn now, they've got Green, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Griffin, and it's Brown in at the small forward position. Beverly the pass to Kennard. Now here's Cousins. Beverly wide open. And Batum kicks to Kennard. Off target with his 3. Brooklyn trailing. On the wing, Harden launches it. Batum grabs the miss. LA's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Mann. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Batum with the steal. Here's Mann. No points in the game yet for him. Not going to go that time. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Here's Griffin. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kennard.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
The Nets making a switch here. Claxton's checked in. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Rondo's checked in. Irving dishes to Griffin. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Clippers in the lead. Now here's Rondo. Makes it off the glass. Rondo's got his first bucket in this one.
What passion from Rondo on that drive. Just relentless on how he takes it straight to the defense.
Irving passes to Green. Shoots from the high post. Irving can't get it to go. Clippers leading by 3. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Beverly the pass to Cousins. Back to Beverly. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Kennard's shot is off. Batum with the steal. Back to Beverly. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Here's Griffin. The Clippers getting the bucket. Back to Irving. From 18 feet away. And no good. Trying to use the glass. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And there's the feed to Batum. That's a 2 from Kennard. It's hauled in by Claxton. Nets trail by 5. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Kevin Durant's checked in for the Nets. And Los Angeles with some changes. Here's George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Green. Joe Harris comes in for Brown.
Oh, did you see that?
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Hard to just put the other team on notice.
To the paint. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by George. Jackson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Harden kicks to Durant. Here's Jordan. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Oh, I don't believe that. He's better than that. Come on.
George way outside. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Pushing it up. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
I love how Durant keeps his eyes up, scanning for someone with a better look.
Outside Leonard. Fires for 3. It doesn't go for him. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Los Angeles on top, up 5. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The period came to a close with... Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
You know, you almost take it for granted. You look at his numbers from the first half, they're just expected at this point.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the 1.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
The Nets shooting their first free throw of the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
George against Harris. To the inside, Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
We know about George's ability as a scorer, but he's also unselfish and a skilled playmaker.
Harden with it. Guarded now by Morris. Durant for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside for George. Offline with his 3. Nets trail by 7. Nobody near Irving. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
What's nice about this in-between area for Kyrie, compared to going to the rim, he has a little more room to get his shot off.
Inside, here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. The deep 3 from Harden. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Morris passes to Zubac. Now here is George, covered by Irving. Goes up on the wing, and too long on the shot. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. It's hauled in by Paul George.
This is the shot you want, right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
From the baseline, and Irving with the basket on the assist by Jordan. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, 6 of their last 10 points coming off the fast break.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for Kyrie Irving. Rondo passes to Cousins. Back to Rondo. Pass to Cousins. Rondo kicks to Kennard. Feeds it to Batum. And Batum throws it down.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
Rondo against Harden. Oh, Griffin in position. Harden finds Griffin. The Nets working the ball around now. KD can't get it to go.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Blake Griffin. And the Clippers with the change here, too. Mann's checked in. And Harden launches it from deep. And again, it's the Nets missing. Clippers leading by 6. Down low. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing. And his defense, always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy. And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Harden with it. Guarded now by DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. There's 53 seconds left here in the third quarter. Sinks the three-pointer.
When the shots come to KD and the flow of the offense, it makes it much easier.
Now the pass to Kennard. Batum against Brown. Batum passes to Kennard. He kicks to Cousins. Shot clock at 5. Here's Mann. The three-pointer, no good. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 5-point game. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Can't get it to go. His 5th miss and 10 shots from the floor. Here's Mann. That 3 off the mark. One-on-one here. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Brown. And now just a 3-point Los Angeles lead. And here's Rondo. It's tipped. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Clippers lead by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Joe Harris is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Green, and it's Durant, and it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Man can't hit.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Leonard, the pass to Beverly. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Claxton. Harris outside. To tie it up. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Clippers leading by 3. Nobody near Leonard. No good with the triple.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Batum wide open. He fires. And again, no good by the Clippers. Nets have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Harris passes to Green. The shot off that time. Great D that time from Leonard. Now the Clippers moving it up. Pulls up, and they will call over the back on the play.
He must have thought he was a jungle gym the way he was climbing all over his back. Easy call.
This is why we talk about carving out position rather than trying to sneak in. You've got to be willing to put in the work.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Griffin comes in for Green, and it's Harden in for Durant.
I mean, hard to fathom that Blake Griffin is becoming one of the more prolific three-point shooters among NBA big men.
Greg, it was a shot he barely attempted through his first 6 seasons in the league. Now he's made it a key part of his arsenal. The former 5-star recruit, first overall pick in the draft, Griffin's been slowed down only by injuries.
Morris kicks to Kennard. Back to Morris, and Morris throws it down.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
You have to give credit to the defenses, protecting the rim, closing out hard. This one's been a grind.
Clippers leading by 3. Beverly, the pass to Man. And the 3 off target. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
As crafty as they come, Harden uses that tremendous body control to his advantage.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Durant's checked in.
And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
Passes it to Kennard. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Hit the tip. Cousins on the follow. And the Clippers lead by 3.
They need points, trying to keep some momentum. Cousins understands the situation.
And Harden launches it from deep. It's good. This game is all even. Harden's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Beverly with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. Beverly against Harden. Cousins inside. Over Durant. Morris. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, important points from Morris. And when he's feeling it, he'll step up and take control.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Harden, no good.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Kennard for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Harris finds Irving. Back to Harris. The Nets working the ball around now to take the lead. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Shot's good by Kennard.
That's a big-time shot by Luke Kennard. He is just one of those guys who is ready for the moment.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Harden against Beverly. Kennard on the wing. Baseline J on the way. It counts.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Morris with the ball. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight. And just about to get underway as the starting five. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. D-Agent.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Irving in its shooting guard. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. Drills it from outside. Indoors tonight, two experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game, so let's see how this plays out.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Powell finds Nurkic. Lock at 6. Lillard. No good on that one. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Irving drives in, and Covington sends it back. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
This, to me, is where he can be lethal. In fast break situation, Norman Powell's speed's a problem.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Harden outside. Fires high post and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Potent with and without the ball. McCollum is a tremendous spot-up shooter.
And here's Harden following the three-pointer by C.J. McCollum. Harden dishes to KD. From deep. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Harden with it. Lillard picks him up. Back to Harden. Outside Irving. To end the run. Bank shot. No good. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trail Blazers. McCollum, no good.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
KD with the bucket.
How about the ability to slice through the defense, muscle through the shot? KD, go ahead, sir.
McCollum against Durant. And Covington with the basket on the assist by McCollum.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
The three from KD. The offensive rebound. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
How many times have we seen DeAndre Jordan take it off the window and convert? Boy, he is so good.
The three from McCollum. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Nets trail by 4. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first quarter. Here's KD. Kevin Durant can't get that one to fall.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Powell against Harris. Stolen by Durant. Irving passes to KD. Shoots over Covington. Off the left rim and out.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
McCollum with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Nets trail by 7. Harden outside. Kicks it to Jordan. Pulls up. Finds the open look, and it's on target.
Just tremendous execution right there. DJ feeling out the defense and doing damage inside.
Here's Lillard. This one for 3. No good that time. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 5. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is still as...
I don't fear nobody. And, you know.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Anthony out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point. Here's McCollum. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, Brooklyn. It's a 3-point game. Simons, the pass to Jones. 5 on the clock, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Joe Harris. The Nets shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Outside Irving. Feeds to Griffin. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. Here's Simons. He's covered by Irving, and Brown over to help. A 3 from McCollum. Green with the rebound. The Nets on offense. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Brown with it. Cancer cover. McCollum against Griffin. Knocked away. Brown the pass to Claxton. The high post shot. That one doesn't drop. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. And McCollum the bucket on the assist from Enes Kanter. McCollum's got 5 points so far. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 3. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The kick out to Brown. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. A 3 from McCollum. Again, McCollum missing.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Here's Irving. Rebounded by McCollum.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
A nice shot by Irving.
Oh, no defense right there for that shot from Irving. Released so quick, especially off the pass.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. The rebound by the Nets. Irving dishes to Griffin. The kick out to Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And there's the pass to Griffin. Here's Claxton. From 18 feet away. And that one goes long.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Anthony controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
You know, and even when the play isn't for him, Anthony able to get on the glass and on the scoreboard.
Irving looking for an opening. Griffin down low. He's against Kanter. Griffin's shot is off. Portland leading by 3. One-on-one here. Now the feed to Carmelo. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Anthony's got 4 points this quarter.
Now, just such a high percentage look, but with Melo, it's almost just a given. Tough to stop.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Irving drives in. Kanter trying to free himself up. Irving can't get it to go. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Passes it to Simons. From outside, off the mark. Kanter kicks to Jones. Pass to McCollum. From deep. It's hauled in by Brown. And a wide open look for Irving. Bangs home the trifecta. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, Kyrie Irving shoots it with such extraordinary confidence regardless of where he is on the court. This guy is one of the most dynamic.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. At the end of one, they were able to end. And that should do it with
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
So for Brooklyn now, they've got Kyrie Irving. Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden, and it's Harris in at the small forward. On the way, Harris for the lead. And the Nets, another three. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Great positioning on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
High post, KD. Covington's there. He had a nice open look right there.
Well, Kevin Durant's form, his release point, everything about his stroke is really impeccable. Well, Norman Powell these last several seasons has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously last season much more involved on the offensive end. And that, to me, was his best performance to date.
Harden up top, guarded by Powell. Harden the pass to Jordan. Out to KD. Fires from the wing. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Harden's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nets.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game. And with Powell, they rely on his shooting to open things up for everyone else.
Yeah, and for Norman Powell, he knows what he's about and welcomes that role. This is a guy who understands how to relocate in the midst of plays to create separation from defenders. He's always ready in catch-and-shoot situations.
And a deep 3 from Harden. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. For 3. And it's Lillard again missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Listen, this guy is far from just a scorer. Kevin Durant loves to share the basketball.
Pass to Covington. Back to Lillard. And Jordan sends it back. Harden scanning the floor. Launches a 3. Offensive rebound, Nets. Harris finds Jordan. Shoots the 3. Harden, no good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
The Trailblazers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Lillard. And McCollum subbed in for Norman Powell. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Brown in for Kyrie Irving.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And it's blocked.
Encouraging to see Cantor trying harder on the defensive end. There's height. There's ability to block shots. Go to work, Ennis. This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
The pass to Green. Nets passing it around. Here's Claxton. Is covered by Cantor. Trailblazers leading by 3. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And it's Little finishing it off.
And great ball movement from CJ. That's the unselfish play you want from your guards.
Outside Durant. To Hall. Wow, hammering it in.
Boy, how about the finish by Kevin Durant? Just gets up with such ease.
McCollum kicks to Little. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Trailblazers out in front, up 3. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Ennis Cantor. Derek Jones is out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Jones looking for an opening. Anthony, the pass to Jones. Anthony with it. He feeds it to McCollum. Dishes to Cantor. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Up again, and Cantor able to finish. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Harden outside. A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. Simons, the pass to Cantor. Kicks to Jones. Pass to Cantor. His first shot coming late. Jones, no luck. He's looking for McCollum and finds him. Good.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
From deep, Harden. And it's Portland with the rebound. Cantor's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Anthony. Finished off the break.
Boy, you got to keep up. That time, Anthony leaving the defense in the rear view.
Nets trail by 7. Harden outside. Looking to get back on track here. And the jam by Harden.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Pass to Simons. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Cantor kicks to Jones. A 3 from McCollum. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
For 3, Harris. Here's KD. Lays it up off the glass. Now it's just a 3-point Trailblazer lead.
Yeah, Kevin Durant calmly steps into that shot with the game hanging in the balance. Love it.
McCollum against Harris. McCollum passes to Cantor. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Cantor's got 4 this quarter.
Wow, the maturation of Ennis Cantor. So fun to watch. The comfortability in a big-time moment. Love it.
The 3 from Harden. C.J. McCollum with the rebound. McCollum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Jones finds Cantor. Here's Simons. Outside, Jones. Pass to McCollum. shoots from 14. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Harden right side. Now the dish to Griffin. The rebound by Simons. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
And here's McCollum for 3. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 7.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
And the pass to Jones. Simons surveying the D. Cancer kicks to McCollum. This is it to Jones. Back to McCollum. There's the triple. And he's good on the 3-ball. McCollum's got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And that one is off. And stolen by Harris. From the arc. Frames it from downtown.
And without a doubt, one of the most advanced scorers this game has ever seen. Harden can do damage from just about anywhere.
Kicks it out to McCollum. And so it's Portland winning this one. They didn't make it. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll have... Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3 slot. And for the Clippers, they've got Morris, Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac, and it's Leonard in at the small forward. That shot, no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. Here's Jackson. Kicks it to Morris. Passes it to Zubac. Back to Morris. And the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
Well, I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feel secondary.
So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. And that one drops.
Oh, you see the touch inside from Leonard. Does a little bit of everything for this basketball team.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. McCollum passes to Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Nurkic with the block.
And Nurkic seeing an opportunity there to make the impact defensively with the block.
Zubac kicks to George. 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Leonard. A three-pointer off the mark. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Covington. They get the rebound. Lillard outside. And here is Powell. And here's Covington from the arc. Doesn't go that time.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
You always talk about the first 2 steps in transition, and Paul George out quick and decisively that time.
And the Croatian big man, Ivica Zubac, a big hip-hop fan. His teammates call him Zupac.
It's amazing that he was traded from the Lakers to the Clippers, so still home games here at Staples Center.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Terrific score there off the miss by Morris. Doesn't get a ton of offensive rebounds, but making that one count.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Lillard with no one around. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Clippers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Here's Leonard. Dishes to Morris. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Good awareness there from Kawhi, waiting for his teammate to break free and then finds him.
1:52 left in the first quarter of the game. McCollum against George. Here's Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Outside, George. And here in the first quarter with a little over 3.5 minutes played. And that one, good.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Lillard. He's still scoreless so far in this one. McCollum finds Lillard. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Stolen by Jackson. George passes to Leonard. It's George on the wing. He's guarded by McCollum. McCollum against George. And the rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 4. Here's Powell, and it's set back by Leonard.
Let this be a reminder, when you're going up for a shot, it's always important to know where Kawhi Leonard may be lurking.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage. You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Lillard attacking. Covington. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
George with the bounce pass. Jackson kicks to George. From deep three-point range.
Well, maybe a bit undersized, but McCollum knows his length and how that can affect what he does defensively.
And that... And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
They got DeMarcus Cousins. Batuma's out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Rondo in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And he gets the bucket. Batum's got the first basket of the second quarter for Los Angeles. Trailblazers trail by 6. Here's Simons. To the middle. Here's Anthony. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
We talk a lot about the bully ball that Carmelo can play with, on display that time.
And the Clippers making a change here. Mann's checked in. That free throw good from Anthony. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. And there it is for him. Anthony's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Beverly deciding where to go with it. Here's Simons. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Feeds to Carmelo. It's stolen. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Clippers lead by 5.
That's a pretty impressive finish for Montrezl Harrell.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Pass to Anthony. The pass to Simons. The dish to Cantor. Reverses. The shot will not fall. Nice D from Cousins. Kennard with the ball. Jones covering. Kennard, the pass to Beverly. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Had the space there, but it's offline. Trailblazers trail by 5. Cantor with it. Now here's Powell. Puts up a 3. Tips it, and Cantor able to finish.
One of the game's very best offensive rebounders, Cantor also has the wherewithal to quickly convert for the score.
Pass to Kennard. Cousins against Cantor. Inside. Here's Beverly. Cousins trying to free himself up. Misses from short range. For Portland, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Batum with the ball. Cantor covering. To the inside. And Cousins throws it down.
Cousins does not mess around in the post. When he's got that kind of positioning, he's going to ram it home.
Trailblazers trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Anthony, the pass to Simons. Now here's Powell. And the rejection by Cousins.
Well, offensively, you better respect the reach of DeMarcus Cousins. Terrific at getting a hand on that one and swatting it away.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. A.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And the dunk by Zubac.
And how about the setup? Man, Morris keeping his head up. Beautiful assist.
Lillard scanning the floor. Floats it up there for Nurkic. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Now here's Rondo. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. .27 seconds left in the first half. George double teamed, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And it's the Clippers with the ball. Stolen by McCollum. One-on-one here. Fires from deep. Knocked loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. It's McCollum on the wing. Defended by George. It's stolen by Morris. Just 3 on the clock, and it's Leonard with the jam.
A really good decision there from Paul George. Quick to find the open man.
And so we conclude the first half. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6. And that
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Now Jackson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. Trailblazers trail by 7. Lillard dishes to Covington. McCollum outside. From outside the arc. A shot, no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Leonard the pass to Morris. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Covington with the ball. And a wide open look for McCollum. Finds himself wide open and drills it. McCollum's got the first points of the second half here for the Trailblazers. George dishes to Jackson. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Lillard finds McCollum. Outside, Covington. Passes to Lillard. 6 to shoot. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Lillard's got his first basket.
That's the strength of Lillard's game right there. Gorgeous arc, too, on that jump shot. Up in the air a little bit more.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers. That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Pass to Nurkic. Lillard outside. And a miss there on the triple. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Here's Lillard. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. And Lillard kicks to Powell. Back to Lillard. The pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. A 3. But they'll get another chance. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. A 3 from McCollum. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Nobody near George. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Covington's got his 4th rebound in this one. Nurkic with it. George picks him up. No problems knocking that one down.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Jackson passes to George. Outside for Jackson. The shot's good on the assist by George. Jackson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here is Lillard. 3-pointer. Hits it from 3-point range. Lillard's got 5 now.
Yeah, Damian Lillard, this is some Oaktown response. You make one, I got you back.
Pass to Zubac. Pass to George. Outside Leonard. Looking for George. He gets it there. No good that time. Good D by McCollum.
You told me this was the kind of game he was going to have. I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Right wing. Lillard, right side. No good from outside. Clippers leading by 4. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
With those long arms and with the high release point, Leonard is practically daring you to foul him.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Kennard, he's checked in for George. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Reggie Jackson. Now here's Little. Simons, the pass to Little. Here's Simons. From deep. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Simons has got his first 3 points of the game. We're at the end of the 3rd, and we've still got a close one. Clippers lead by 3. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Trailblazers trail by 3. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the 4th quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Rajon Rondo is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then there's Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Leonard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Outside Rondo. Back to Kennard. Leonard finds Rondo. 6 on the shot clock. Kennard's shot is off.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Here's Cantor. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Well, this is the area where Cantor can really unleash his offensive arsenal. Difficult guy to defend inside.
Pass to Leonard. Back to Rondo. Outside for Batum. A 3 from Leonard. It's good from long range. And the Clippers lead by 4.
Now, Kawhi does damage from the mid-range and from the inside and gets challenged to make threes, but he can do that too.
McCollum outside. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Now, CJ's saying, not so fast. I'm not letting you get away from us tonight. There's the return payback 3.
And there's the pass to Leonard. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Anthony with it. He dishes it to McCollum. Kicks it out to Jones. Pass to Simons. McCollum with the ball to tie it up. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Cantor against Rondo. And that one drops for him.
He sees the court so well, Rondo. As soon as the lane opened up, he was all over it.
McCollum against Beverly. McCollum kicks to Anthony. It's McCollum on the wing. Back to Anthony. It's 2-on-1. Oh, Leonard in position. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum.
Now that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Lillard's checked in for Portland. Dishes it to McCollum. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Back to Lillard. He kicks it to Carmelo. Lillard outside to take the lead. The Clippers grab the miss.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Kennard for three. The shot, no good. And it's Portland the other way. Here's McCollum. Portland again missing. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. The lead is 2. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Lillard. McCollum's got 11 in the second half. 1:12 left in the fourth quarter. Stolen by Cantor. And so they foul intentionally. .107 left in the game. Lillard outside. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Clippers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Morris. Yes!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It drops. A huge shot to tie it up.
Melo with another moment.
This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Down low. Here's Leonard. Yes!
Oh, you could see it from the moment he caught the ball. Leonard looking to rise to the occasion, making the big shot to help the team out.
Points are an absolute must here.
Can't come away empty. That would be the nail in the coffin.
Nails the tray.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
And it's the Clippers' ball. Now here's Leonard. Outside, George. It's good!
Yeah, Paul George sharpening his swords now. Love to see him take that shot.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're behind by 1. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
And I think they've got enough time to try and get the ball inside. And unless they get a wide open look on the perimeter, that should be what the focus is. Even if you miss at the rim, you've got a good chance to maybe try and draw a foul.
Here's McCollum. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. Players who will not be available tonight.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Harden in at the point guard. And for the Clippers, Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. Morris with the bucket.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
On the wing, Irving takes a three. Durant, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
On the wing, Jackson, guarded by Harden. Outside for George. Back to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, George. Here's the three. Jackson misses. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lessons. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
Here's George. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Leonard attacking. It's stolen by Harris. And they're on the break. Pops it up for Jordan. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Boy, Jordan is an alley-oop specialist, a big target with strength and bounce.
LA's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Jackson passes to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Yeah, right. I don't know how much weight that carries.
Now, here is Harden. Off target from outside.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Leonard. It's hauled in by Harris.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Jordan finds Harden. From deep three-point range, he can't get that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. Leonard with no one around. Another miss by Leonard.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Irving against George. Irving passes to Harden. And again, it's the Nets missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great play. Brooklyn trailing. Here's Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Rondo looking around. And they double up Rondo. Kennard kicks to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. To the paint. Here's Batum. And sent back by PD.
That extraordinary reach combined with good timing makes Durant a real threat as a shot blocker.
A different look for the Clippers. Mann's checked in, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Beverley against Harden. Floats it up for Cousins. Griffin with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Boy, how about the outstanding hustle from Durant? I mean, getting out on the break as soon as the ball was headed the other way. The more bodies going up court, the better.
Now, here's Beverley. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the first. Cousins, the pass to Mann. Cousins dishes to Beverley. And that time, also a missed shot. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been... Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated...
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder. Everybody...
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Nets.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Durant is out there with Green. Then it's Harden. Then there's Brown. And it's Claxton in at the pivot, manning the middle.
Boy, when Durant's on the attack, so quick and explosive, puts the defense in a bind.
And the Nets making a change here. Irving's checked in.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Passes it to Kennard. Pass to Cousins. It's hauled in by Claxton. Brooklyn leading by 8. Batum with the steal. Here's Cousins. Back to Batum. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Mann passes to Beverley. No good on the triple. That's tipped and stolen by Cousins. Out left to the wing. Now the pass to Mann. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. And then for Brooklyn, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Green. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Kevin Durant. Left side Irving. And good that time. Irving's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nets.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Here's Beverley, and the layup's good off the glass.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Now, here is Irving. Guarded closely. Jordan. Great D that time from Batum.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's Irving. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Nicholas Batum.
You know, what comes to mind first when you think of Irving is his handles. Rush hour tight, but also his dynamic ability as a scorer.
So both teams changing it up here. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
George finds Morris. Outside for George. Just 4 to shoot. Morris trying to free himself up. A nice shot by George.
When PG-13 is feeling it, he can be an absolute monster from mid-range.
Irving against Rondo. Out to Harris from past the arc. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Harris has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Jackson. 1:12 left to play here in the second quarter. Morris with the bucket.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
Irving surveying the floor. Shoots off the step back. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Jackson passes to Rondo. George up top. And the basket is good.
Well, that's a smooth-looking jumper by Paul George. I mean, he's one of the more gifted scorers in the league, and there's no place on the floor where he can't hurt you.
Irving against Rondo. It's rebounded by Rondo. Clippers trail by 9. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
And George really good at recognizing his fast break opportunities and torching the defense with his speed and athleticism in transition.
Outside Irving. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Irving's got 8 here in the quarter.
I got a question for you. How do you defend Irving in the pick and roll? He's so quick and his ball handling is so good. Absolutely.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the... It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They lead by 9 points. And over to Shaq. What do you think? And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side, my brother.
We play through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
We've got Reggie Jackson. Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the 2. That's who's out there for the Clippers. This is his first free throw of the game.
Free throw shooting, not an area he has worried about at all. How about last year? 88% from the line.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
Zubats against Harden. Outside Jordan. Pass to Irving. Back to Jordan. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Jordan's got his second basket.
Irving doing a nice job there being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
George hacks a two-pointer. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. KD's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Jackson. Jordan kicks to Irving. Stolen by Jackson. Zubats the pass to Morris. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. The shot comes out. Some solid defense from Harris. Nets leading by 9. Outside Durant for the three. Drills the three-pointer. KD's got 11 points.
You know, when Durant gets a look from that distance, he's letting it fly.
Outside Jackson. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Green comes in for Joe Harris. And George kicks to Morris. Basket good. He's got 7.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Harden outside. Over Jackson. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively. But quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well. Boy, that's exactly how you punish a team in transition. Kyrie getting out in front and going straight on the attack.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Leonard looking over the floor. Inside. Morris passes to Zubats. Back to Morris. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Irving leading the charge.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Here's Morris. On the wing, George. Passes to Leonard. Over Irving. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Leonard's got 6.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Here's Harden. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
George, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Griffin's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Harden outside. 1:14 left in the third quarter. He can't hit that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Kennard.
Boy, a very capable passer. DeMarcus Cousins does a solid job recognizing where to go with the ball.
Harden against Beverly, and Harden with the stop.
Oh, that's just an emphatic throwdown there.
That one reverberated throughout the building.
No soft stuff out of this guy.
In the corner, Kennard with it. Back to Beverly. Kicks to Cousins. Pass to Kennard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one, good. Kennard's got 4 points this quarter.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Now Harden. He's got 9. From deep. The shot, no good.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Durant with the steal. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Here's Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Nets lead by 12. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Setting the floor for the Nets. Griffin is out there with Durant. Then there's Harris. Then it's Harden. And it's Jordan in at the 5, roaming the paint. Lock at 6. Here's Harden on the wing. Lobs it up for Jordan.
Hey, we know Harden can score it, but he also has great vision.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 14. Goes up. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
Yeah, they are demoralized now, guys. A careless play to turn it over and then slow getting back on defense.
And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. Harden against Beverly. Here's Leonard. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Nets leading by 16. Harden surveying the D. And Griffin scores the assist from Harden.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
On the wing, Leonard, no luck.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Outside Jordan, Leonard with the steal, and pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Count it.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Outside Durant, there's the 3. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists in the game.
Boy, his timing is just superb. Durant absolutely lethal on catch and shoot opportunities.
Right side, Batum. Count that one. Batum's got his first points of the game.
And, you know, that wingspan, those arms are very long for Batum. Uses them well to score through contact.
Harden outside. Takes the 3. Doesn't go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Rondo finds Batum. And stolen by Harris. Harden outside. Over Beverly. That one off the back iron and out. Clippers trail by 17. Looking to get it going. And then Leonard with the dunk.
And then Leonard enjoys jamming it home. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
Harden outside. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
Harden dishes to Jordan. The 3 from KD. Second chance effort. Jordan kicks to Harris. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. And the Nets lead by 16.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Nets.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for KD.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got. Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
From down low, in deep, Leonard drops it in.
And when you leave a man open, Batum finds it. Great feel for the game.
Brooklyn with the ball. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Harden outside. The three. Buries the long-range jumper.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Beverly, the pass to Rondo. Feeds it to Leonard. Tries from 10, and it's in there.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Rondo against Harden. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. The energy is mounting. Almost time for... Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K's. DA.
Well, guys, I'm very...
He's certainly come a long way, DA. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. And looking at the Nets, DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Harden in at the point guard. Nurkic with the block.
A defensive anchor. I mean, you got to admire how Nurkic uses his wingspan to turn shots back.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. Shot clock at 5. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. And Lillard gets double teamed. Pass to McCollum. Harden against Covington. The pass to Nurkic. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer, Lillard. The rebound by the Nets.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years. A career high in assists.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Here's Nurkic after the made shot from KD. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Pass to Powell. The tray. But they recover it. Back to Nurkic. Portland needs to get off a shot. Covington's shot is off.
And the cold start gets a little colder. Just 1 for 4 to start the game.
It's Harden with the drive. Harris outside. Down low. Fires from 14. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Jordan.
We all marvel at the offensive game of Harden, don't we? I mean, he's excellent at taking advantage of these in-between spots on the floor.
Covington finds Lillard. To the inside. And stolen by Jordan. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Passes it to Jordan. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, when you draw this much attention from the D, you know someone's bound to be left open, and Harden finds it.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, it's McCollum on the wing, covered by Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes up from the top of the key, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
With the quick, accurate release, McCollum thrives on catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Harden outside. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. He kicks it to Jordan. Durant with a wide open look. No good on the shot. Now Portland takes it the other way. And now Portland on the break. And a wide open look for McCollum. Buries the jumper to finish the break. McCollum's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And McCollum has a perfect shooting form. A beautiful high-arcing shot that looks good every time he releases.
Harden against Lillard. Jordan. And that one's drained from the low block. 59 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here's McCollum. Lillard outside. Jacks up a 3. And it's KD with the rebound. The Nets with the lead. Here's Harden. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And really, Harden is even dangerous when he's looking to score. Even when the defense gets physical with him, he takes the contact, he powers through it.
So for the Nets, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Brown in for Harris. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor, he's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Here's Simons. Back to McCollum. Anthony right side. Cantor trying to free himself up. Great look, but off the mark. Nets leading by 4. Here's Irving. From down in the low post. It goes.
One of the best point guards in the league. Getting inside and finishing. Kyrie Irving.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Portland again missing. That one no good. And so it's Brooklyn with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Naturally a ball-dominant player, James Harden talked to us about...
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Of course, playing off the ball is something that I'm comfortable doing.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. They've got McCollum, and his Cantor is out there with Anthony. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the 1. Here's McCollum. James Harden picking up that last basket. McCollum passes to Simons. Back to McCollum. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for James Harden. Brooklyn leading by 6. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Irving. Sweet little floater.
I like when Irving turns on the jet. Amazing quickness on the drive from the speedy guard.
And here's McCollum. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
6 to shoot. Pass to Simons. Another shot. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
What a dead-eye McCollum is from that range. Such a tremendous feel for the mid-range jumper. Now, you know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers' rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a role out on his team.
Now, here is Irving.
I love seeing that kind of unselfishness. Irving has proven to be a sensational teammate.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Trailing here by 8. McCollum outside. Fires the 3. Cans it from downtown. McCollum's got 9.
And Simons a bit undersized at that 2-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point, though.
And here's Irving. Following the 3-pointer by C.J. McCollum. Misses that one. His first miss of the night. 2 for 3. Trailblazers trail by 5. Kicks it out to Jones. McCollum outside. He dishes it to Cantor. They double him with Green. They get a hand on it and taken away by Brown. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving leading the charge.
Out in the open court, Irving's just too quick, too shifty to contain.
For Portland, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Simons, the pass to McCollum. Here's Simons. Back to McCollum. Lets it go from deep. got a piece of it. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last. So for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Durant comes in for Green, and Harris subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And a switch here also for Portland. Powell's checked in. Now here's Brown. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Back to Jordan. Out to Harris. And Cantor pulls it down.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss many of those.
And the foul on Joe Harris. That is his first foul of the game. James Harden, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Damian Lillard's checked in for Portland. Now here's Lillard. Tries again. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. Portland shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
And one thing you talk about with Lillard, great at all times, but absolutely lethal in the clutch.
Tries from 16. Harden's shot is good. Harden's got 9.
They couldn't ask for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Powell in the high post. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Harden against Lillard. Jones the pass to Lillard. Again the miss by Lillard. Nets leading by 6. Here's KD. Here's Jordan. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. He has 6.
Mr. Everything. Grant can score it, pass it, do what you want to do. He can defend at a high level. So fun watching him play.
Lillard misses.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They have a solid 8-point lead. And that'll do it.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now, here's Lillard. Back to Nurkic. Wants to get it to Powell, and does. Kicks it to Lillard. From 18 feet away. They grab their own miss. Outside, Jones. Now Lillard. He's got 6, and it's been a tough game for him offensively. Harden with it. And the pass to Irving. On the wing, Harris. Irving against Jones. Now here's Irving. He's tightly guarded, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Lillard looking around. Jones finds Lillard. Greg is a point guard. What is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot, and you know you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
A shot by Anthony, no good.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Harden against Lillard. Three-pointer. The rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got 5 rebounds tonight. Durant down low. Covered by Anthony. Trailblazers trail by 8. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Brooklyn making some changes. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
Up again. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Nurkic dishes to Powell. Nurkic the pass to Powell. It's stolen by Green. Irving attacking. Pass to Green. Durant at the elbow. Nets passing it around. Griffin. Nurkic with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. A different look now for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. Little comes in for Derek Jones. And McCollum subbed in for Pop. It's stolen by Little. McCollum finds Lillard. And they pick up 2.
Lillard is such a crafty finisher. Even when he takes a pounding, he sticks with it.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And you look at his numbers from last year, 89% from the line. So hard to ask for much more than that. And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo has to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer. That gives him 2 3-pointers for the game, 1 in each half. I mean, he may add to that total pretty soon.
Irving kicks to Griffin. Nurkic with the steal. And now Covington running the floor all by himself.
Oh, the quick feet of Covington. He excels at getting out there on the break and finding ways to capitalize.
The Trailblazers shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. Nets trail by 4. Irving surveying the floor. Durant in the corner. Looking to end the run. Jump shot is good. KD's got 6.
And no matter who is on him or where he's pulling up from, you better believe that Durant is always a threat to score.
McCollum outside. A 3-ball. Green with the rebound. Nets have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Right side, Kevin Durant. Count it. KD's got the game tied up here for the Nets. Now here's Lillard. 14 points for him. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. That shot is off. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. 2K Sports back in a moment. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for Portland. At the 2 and the 3, McCollum and Little. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Simons in at the point. And for Portland, they're shooting 41% for the game. Covington passes to Nurkic. Yep, that one goes in there.
Oh, the superior strength on display. Nurkic excels at absorbing contact and muscling the shot in regardless.
The Nets making a switch here. Jordan's checked in, and Portland with a change here too. Norman Powell's checked in for a Little. And here's Harden for 3. Here's Jordan out to Harris from the arc. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Harris has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. McCollum outside. Here's Nurkic. Lays it up and banks it in. Nurkic has got 4 this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Passes it to Harden. Six on the shot clock. Harris finds Harden. It's good.
Look, but he's not killing you on the perimeter. He's doing it inside.
For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. They double-team McCollum. Pass to Powell. Here's Nurkic, and he uses the glass on the layup.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Harden outside. At the elbow, it's Harris. Harden surveying the D. Here's Nurkic. And now Portland on the break. Powell, no one around him. Off target from three-point range. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And Harden with the stop.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you just want to keep fighting, you do your best, and you live with the results.
Now here's McCollum. The pass to Nurkic from 12 feet out. Rebound, Brooklyn. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Harris. And now a 3-point Nets lead.
As if there was any question, Harden with the big-time play.
Here's McCollum. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Gotta like how calm McCollum is. Even in big parts of the game, you can depend on him to step his game up.
To the middle. Here's Jordan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. KD with the bucket.
He wants the ball. They want him to have the ball. And as usual, he comes through in the clutch.
Pass to McCollum. Lets the 3 fly. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And sometimes McCollum is automatic from there. You can't give him the shot if you're deep.
Harden outside. Harris outside. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make when he plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again. Now, this is what you want from Nurkic, a fearless player who welcomes the chance to take important shots.
Harden outside. Outside, KD.
Can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hand. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Now here's Powell. 46 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like it. And he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
Irving's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And then for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. And a wide open look for Irving. Misses the three.
Oh, that's just a lucky break. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Yeah, they're within reach now, but if they fail to execute, this could be it.
Lillard outside. Kanter kicks to Lillard to take the lead. Can't get the three to fall.
And Harden showing great strides of improvement on D. Really doing his best to bother the shooter.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for... And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting. Hello, basketball fans. You've got. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at the power forward position. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, here's Lillard. Nurkic in the post. Working on Zubac. And Lillard kicks to Covington. Just 5 on the clock. That's a 2 from Lillard. And it's Lillard again missing. Here now, the Clippers.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come.
Wow. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. George passes to Zubac. Buries it down low.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now, here's Nurkic. Dishes it to McCollum. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's George. Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, Paul George can get very shifty even with that kind of frame, and he fights his way through the contact.
Lillard dishes to Covington. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Back to Lillard. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Stolen by Zubac. And here they come. Here's Leonard. Good work there as it goes.
Almost perfect in the game to start, 3 of 4.
For Portland, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. McCollum feeling it out a bit. He dishes it to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Clock at 6. Over George. That shot misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Morris inside, defended by Covington.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Buries it from three-point range. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like John Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Kennard, he's checked in for George. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. McCollum passes to Simons. Fires from 14. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Such a good player on the in-between game, weaving behind bodies to find some space, and CJ cashes in.
Kennard finds Leonard. And Cantor pulls it down.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor. Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Again, McCollum missing. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 1. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they pay the price.
McCollum with the ball.
I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
Here's Leonard. Banked in off the glass. Leonard's got 6.
Very easily could have been an and one there. Leonard takes the contact and still maintains the focus to make the score.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Clipper. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. We've got DeMarcus Cousins, Patrick Beverly out there with Kennard. Then there's Batum, and it's Mann in at the 3, the small forward.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Pass to Kennard. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Not sure how he finds himself with so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Here's McCollum. It's in and hoping this is the start of a new trend. 2 for 8 now from the field.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth. all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Kennard finds Beverly. Stolen by McCollum. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Jones, no one around him. No good on the triple. The Clippers trail. And here we go. Fast break. Cousins has got it. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Running it down their throats. 3 straight baskets there in transition.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Such a wide open look. McCollum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they've had 2 completely different quarters. Field goal percentage just over 20 in the first, and they've shot themselves out of that slump and have the lead here in the second.
Batum against Anthony. Batum dishes to Cousins. Back to Batum. 3 on the clock. Yes, that goes in. Batum's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Simons surveying the D. Kennard against McCollum. Anthony kicks to McCollum. From deep. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Beverly, the pass to Cousins. Here's Kennard. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Mann. Sinks that one from the post. Here's Simons. And the pass to Cannon. Anthony with it. For 3. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Cousins on the follow. Cousins has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, it's all Boogie right there on the inside. The shot goes up. He knows where he needs to be and settles in nicely.
Over to the wing. The 3 from McCollum. No good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. The drive by Cousins. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And now a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
I just feel like Patrick Beverly has incredible awareness for every second that he plays on the floor. Spots the wide open man, gets it to him. Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Cousins, the pass to Mann. Cousins finds Kennard. Back to Cousins. Kennard on the wing. Clock at 4. Batum passes to Cousins. Batum trying to break loose. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Clippers lead by 5.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Simons, the pass to Carmelo. Over Batum. Shot to stop the run. Anthony. And the rejection by Cousins.
Well, offensively, you better respect the reach of DeMarcus Cousins. Terrific at getting a hand on that one and swatting it away.
And here's Anthony for 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that'll do. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. Their field goal percentage was and that
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Leonard dishes to Morris. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback. Zubac has got the lead up to 9 now for Los Angeles.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Elbow shot. It's hauled in by Zubac.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And Leonard gets it to go. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
He'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
To the inside. Here's Powell. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. Powell's got 5.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
It's George on the wing. He's guarded by McCollum. George passes to Morris. That one a little long. Trailblazers trail by 9. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
I know CJ plays the 2-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great foul.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Jones is checked in. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Los Angeles. Rondo is doubled. Leonard the pass to Zubac. Leonard no luck.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and the championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
Lillard the pass to Covington. Down low. Rondo with the steal. Inside. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Yeah, I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
Pass to Jones. He kicks to Lillard. Pass to Powell. Covington against Morris. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Pass to Zubac. Back to Rondo. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the third. Powell finds Covington, and it's good. 2 points. And now it's just a 4-point Clipper lead.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Rondo looking around to the left side wing. Zubac with it. Lillard picks him up. Back to Rondo. Takes it out to Leonard. No good on the 3. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. With the putback. It's hauled in by Zubac. Now the Clippers moving it up. George has got the ball. And it's Leonard missing. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Powell, no one around him. A three-pointer off the mark. And we've reached the end of the third. Clippers lead by 4. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So for the Clippers right now, we've got Patrick Beverly. Batum is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the small forward position. Kennard. Outside Batum. Now the pass to man. Cousins against Cantor. And Cousins kicks to Beverly. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Damian Lillard.
Patrick Beverly is going to come at you every night. Just an inspiring player that way. And daring the defense to get physical with him on that play.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Harry Giles comes in for Robert Covington. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Norman Powell. Lillard against Beverly. High post shot. And it's Giles missing.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Batum passes to Kennard. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And that'll give them a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And really deep three that time.
Amazing how much Lillard has spatial awareness when his defender's just far enough away. He's going to shoot that quickly.
Kennard on the wing. He feeds it to Cousins. Stolen by Cantor. Anthony in the corner to tie it up. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. And here's Beverly. Batum dishes to Beverly. Back to Batum. Cousins trying to free himself up. And Cantor pulls it down.
That was some very intimidating, aggressive defense that really helped alter that shot.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. McCollum passes to Cantor. Back to McCollum. Over to the left wing. And there's Lillard. That's good on the assist by McCollum. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter. Outside Leonard. Just a little under 2.5 minutes of pass now here in the fourth.
Well, there are some ways to fire up your teammates. That right there is one of them, thanks to Kawhi Leonard.
Now Lillard. And the rejection by Zubac. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. George with the ball. Back to Morris. Passes it to Zubac. Morris inside. He's guarded by McCollum. He gets it in there.
Yeah, important points from Morris. When he's feeling it, he'll step up and take control.
1:52 left in the fourth. Here's Lillard. Oh.
That's a tip of the cap there. Always wanting to take the big shot for his team. Lillard makes more than his fair share.
Now, here's George. Here's the dish to Leonard. It's Morris atop the key. Back to Leonard. Stolen by McCollum. They push it up 4-on-3. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
Man, he was a go-to guy in crunch time in college, and McCollum now has developed that reputation here in the league.
Outside Leonard. Kicks it to Morris. Tries from 10. That shot missing. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Here's Giles. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's George. Got it. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Lillard looking around. The feed to Cantor. Stolen by Zubac. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's George. Count it!
Yeah, Paul George sharpening his swords now. Love to see him take that shot.
Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
A 3 from McCollum. It's Reggie Jackson with the rebound. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. It's deflected. Taken away by Anthony.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Nope. Every opportunity here have to have flawless execution.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the put.
And GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. Outside, George. To win it. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. From Portland, we're back. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Powell in at the 3.
Nurkic using those active hands and just kick-starting the offense in the fast break.
Rondo against Lillard. Here's Morris. And 2 free throws coming up. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Wow, hammering it in!
And who do you call when you need a big bucket for this team more and more? It's Kawhi.
For the Clippers, DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Morris. And it's Luke Kennard in for Rajon Rondo.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. And stolen by Cousins. Left side, Leonard. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Cousins finds Leonard. Shoots over Powell. Powell pulls it in. Got a piece of it. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the floor since the start of overtime. Lillard outside. Count that one.
Oh, we just see this time and time again from Damian Lillard, a quality decision on the pick and roll.
The Clippers trail. Kennard, the pass to George. takes the three. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the 4 as we've gotten this overtime period underway. Leonard looking around. Dishes it to George. Pass to Cousins. And stolen by Lillard. And now Portland on the break. McCollum with the ball. And so the ball's out of bounds. Paul touched it last.
Yeah, unfortunately, just poor execution there. You cannot give the ball away at this point in the game.
Jones checked in for Powell. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Feeds it to Cousins. Nurkic with the block.
Nurkic big and blocking.
And overtime has come down to this. They need at least 2 points or you can kiss this baby good night.
And George with the stuff.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
But they get it back. Batum grabs the miss. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.